Hello, everybody, and welcome to Paranormal Nation Radio, your Tuesday night show. How's Ron doing?
Good. Denise was just here. Hey, Nigel. First one
Yeah.
in.
Okay. I'm getting Rumble set up over here. There we go. It's going now
And
on the other
Nigel's always the
monitor.
first one in, isn't he?
Yes, he is, and he'll
He's
share it out to
furthest
his
away,
group.
probably.
He shared it on his group page. Thank you,
Yeah.
Nigel. You're very much appreciated.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to get Nigel on the show one of these days
I know.
and everything and talk to him. But, yeah, we're supposed to have a guest tonight, but Sabrina's hours at work messed up where she couldn't be on the show. So that messed that up. But we'll do our regular deal and talk a little bit and see what's going on down in Florida and Missouri. They leave Kansas, just right here close to Missouri, to get away from the heat. But yet you moved into the area where the heat got to you down there.
Oh, yeah. It's. We knew it was going to be hot, but the thing is, it's going to be hot longer.
Yeah. You're going to be a lot warmer when we're colder. We'll put it that way. You won't have to put up with that.
Yeah, this is going to be really weird. That's the first time I've ever, well, I guess since I was little. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the winter is like here.
Seeing a winter without snow
Yeah, that's going to be.
and ice.
Yeah, that's going to be really weird.
It is. But
But
if you get tired of it, you can always go up into
Exactly.
Alabama and Georgia and you'll find the snow.
maybe may have to go
Yeah.
further north than that. But yeah, if I want to go, we need to go see it. Then we can go see it.
It depends on the whole. Well, they say you may have weird weather down there this winter. We're supposed to have a so called normal winter up here. What they call normal and what I call normal, I grew up, it
Right,
could be colder than hell. But
right.
yeah, I mean it's something else anymore. So, but yeah. So
Yep.
you guys getting ready for any paranormal investigations or anything like that down there?
I think we're going to. We've got. We definitely want to hit the lighthouse.
Right.
Of course, that's a little trickier to get in than we thought.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, but if you got, I don't think it costs anything. But Denise said something about if you're a veteran or something, you can get in.
Right.
Otherwise, it's hard to get in.
Mm,
So I'm a veteron, so
I know.
I've got a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we've got to
got-
look into that. There's some other ones we're going to do, but we're also oldest daughter Lacey came out last week, and
Uh-huh.
she had some struggles flying. She's kind of got seasick,
Oh.
basically. So she said she probably has to take the Dramamine or something like that if she flies, but.
Right.
I said, yeah, we probably need to get out there to see her, next year sometime. So we're gonna drive out. I know it's I don't know how many hours it is. It's a lot, but
Yeah,
we're
but
just-
you get to see a lot more of
yeah,
the
but we'll
country.
probably turn it into a paranormal visiting trip. We're gonna at least work our way over to Galveston. I mean, we've been to Galveston a lot, but when our kids were little, and they had the tours and the ghost tours and that pretty much year round back
Right.
then, but we didn't
Right.
have a chance to do it, because of them.
Right.
But now we can. Plus, I kind of want to go back there anyway.
Right.
And while we're in the area, we'll see Katrina and Rhodey in Houston
Right.
and see if they can get something set up where we can, obviously they got good connections and we could probably find something to do in the Houston area or anywhere in there.
Oh, I'm
And then
sure you
just make-
can.
Yeah, just, make our way across over to Vegas, cut through Texas and New Mexico, and we'll find some spots along the way.
Right.
Our cousin lives in Tucson, and then what's her the people in Arizona, they do the Tombstone.
Yeah.
See, it would be cutting across the southern part of the United States, so we'd probably be coming up through near Tombstone and that anyway. And hit that. There was there's a couple. Was it Jerome, Arizona? That's pretty haunted. That's got
Mm-hmm.
a lot of locations. There's a lot there in Arizona. Ghost Adventures have been to quite a few.
Oh yeah, they've been
There.
to all those big name places
Yeah,
that's out there.
yeah. Bisbee. What was it? I kind of see it on the map, but anyway, we're kind of mapping that out. But yeah, it could take us a while to get to Vegas, just from all the
What
stops.
what time of the year are you going to go out there?
Probably in the spring, probably around April.
Oh, that'd be all right.
That
That'd
seems
be
to be
good
a
trip.
good time of year to go out to Vegas anyway.
Yeah, you'd miss all the. By then, the weather should be halfway decent and
Yeah, it's
wouldn't
pretty
run
good.
into storms. So, yeah, that's the way to do it. So,
We're getting some
she
thunder.
planning on is she planning on staying out in Vegas or moving down there?
I think she's staying out there for now. She said something about uh maybe moving to Arizona.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nigel, we're both doing pretty good today.
Yep.
Hope you are
Hanging in
too.
there.
So, but yeah, well, that's good. If she's going to move down there, she got her job moved down there, or she'll line up another job.
I don't know. I don't know on that. She may just get a different. She's a general manager for Landry's restaurants.
Oh, cool.
So she could probably she can move into this area pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot
Well,
of Landry's.
oh, really?
Yeah. Well, anything around seafood and that.
Oh,
That's
yeah. Yeah, that's where you live at. That's 90% of all your restaurants down there anyway.
that's a bunch. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how easy is it to find a steakhouse down there.
That's pretty tough. It's a little different beef. It's grass,
Yeah, it's grass fed.
grass fed, and we're kind of used to the corn fed
Well, there's,
and grass.
yeah, but I, I kind of prefer the grass fed beef and everything up
Yeah,
in this area.
we went to it for our dinner. We went and picked up barbecue and then brought it back over to Lindsay's house, and yeah, it was pretty good barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
It's we've ate. There's two big barbecue places here in town. We've been to both of them. We kind of prefer this one.
Right. Nothing like Kansas City barbecue, though.
No, not quite, but you know,
Yeah.
but we've ate a lot of seafood since we've been here. It's a lot cheaper and fresher.
Oh, really?
Oh, we love seafood. That's our favorite.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
I've ate a lot of seafood and fish now. Tammy, she likes her crab meat. That's
Yep.
about as much as she's going to do. Now,
Oh,
you
okay.
turn me loose with shrimp.
Oh
There's
yeah.
not enough shrimp out there.
Yep.
I mean, I can eat my weight in shrimp with no problem.
Oh yeah. I know.
But yeah, but some of that sea bass and different stuff down there, that I'd like to try some of that sometime
Oh yeah.
because it's got to be a good flavored fish. You know, up here we're used to bass and catfish and all that, and get down there. You know, when I drove over the road, I ate a lot of different things down through the southern part
Yeah.
of the country and everything. Ate a lot of alligator
Oh yeah.
and stuff. It's pretty damn good.
Yeah. When we travel, we kind of like to eat, kind of what everybody else is eating that area anyway, just to try it.
You got to, because then you get your favorite places you want to stop,
Yep.
the different style foods, and then when you get home, you try to recreate, the best one that you ate?
Yep.
Like down there, you was talking about barbecue. Do they do a dry rub or a wet rub?
That's dry.
Dry. Yeah. See, I prefer more of a wet rub
Yep.
on the ribs and brisket and things
Yeah,
like
it
that.
depends what you're making.
It does. It does. But I do wet on most of it. Chicken, I'll do dry or wet, either one. I don't have a preference on that. But rest of the meat, it's all wet rub.
I
So,
told you about my Ninja grill that I got when I first got down here.
yeah, how you liking that?
That's pretty nice. It cooks fast.
Now, is that one of those pellet grills?
Yep.
Yep.
It's a pellet you can smoke, grill,
Mm-hmm.
uh, fry, or bake, dehydrate. It's all kinds of different stuff.
Oh, good.
Air
Good.
crisp. I haven't used that one yet, and I
Wow,
haven't done a full smoke yet either.
and that's on a, what'd you call it, a Ninja?
Yeah, it's a Ninja grill.
Oh, I'll have to look that one
It's
up.
not it's not real big, so you can't. I mean, I can probably get like, I don't know, 8 quarter pounders maybe on
Mm-hmm.
the grill. It's about as big as, the size I have.
Right.
And that's kind of squeezing them on there.
But it's also set up to where the pellet heat will be used as an air
Yeah,
fryer. Wow, that's
yeah. It's
interesting.
you can use the pellets to start the smoke.
Uh
You
huh.
can give it like a smoke while you're grilling it, and then
Right.
it's also got just the smoker. If you wanted to, just smoke, like some brisket or something like that,
Right.
then you just use just the smoker for that part.
But then
But
it's
yeah,
got
if
to
you
have
want to put some
it's got
smoke,
to have fans on it to do the
oh
air
yeah,
fryer.
oh yeah,
Oh,
it
really?
does. Yeah, if you
Hmm.
want to like grill some hamburgers, you can grill it. You can get the put the wood pellets in there, and it'll start the wood pellets. And once that starts burning, then it'll preheat, and then you just put the hamburgers on. Maybe if they're thawed out, about 6 minutes total.
Right. Right.
3 minutes, you just flip them over and wait another three, and it's done. I mean, if you want a quick, fast meal, it
Mm-hmm.
takes about as long for the thing to warm up and get going
Right.
as it does
Right.
to cook it.
Well, that's kind of like my griddle. It doesn't take long to heat up. It's getting it leveled out where I want the heat at
Yeah,
and stuff. But no, been using it quite a bit. I love it.
yeah, I'm gonna make those hash brown omelets too one day.
Yeah, those
I
are.
don't think I'm gonna use that grill on it because it only cooks when I close the lid,
Uh huh.
and that's gonna be hard to watch. The hash browns and all that cook if I'm sitting there opening and closing the thing all the time.
Right.
That's the only drawback I don't like about it.
Now,
It only cooks when it's.
is that the only grill you got, or do you have a
No,
gas?
I've got the other charcoal grill.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty good size. I can throw a lot of hamburgers and stuff on that.
Right. But for the gas grill now, this company actually just south of where you was living at in Kansas
Mm-hmm.
started a company. They're making the grill deals that go on top of your gas grill to make it a regular flat top grill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I seen that. It popped up on my Facebook and I seen the commercial for it. And they're from down there. They're in between you and Garnett,
Hmm.
down in that area out on a farm where they're
Yeah.
making them. So you can have it made to the size to fit your grill and everything. And then you turn your gas on underneath of it and it turns it into a griddle
Yeah.
on there. So yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, the griddles, I got the griddle, the barbecue, the smoker, and I can do it any way possible. I'm always prepared in case electricity goes off.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I've got 2 bags out there right now, just in case.
Well, I got, well, let's see. 1.5 bags of charcoal sitting right behind me out
Yeah.
here that I keep inside and everything. But yeah, I mean, it's going good that way. And charcoal always comes in handy when we do the camp out at the cemetery.
Oh
So
yeah.
wood or charcoal, either one.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to try to do that. See who all we can get up to do that this fall here in probably sometime in mid October.
All right.
Go down there. And when I go down there, we'll be live probably on a Saturday night after Rage Nation does their show. Then we'll go live after that. So, speaking of that, I got to put all the show lineups at the bottom of the screen. Oh, where we at? That ain't the one I want. I want that one. There it is, right there. So, yeah, we got a almost full lineup going now and everything.
It's
Like,
almost every night now.
yeah, all except for Thursday nights. We don't have. We got a new show starting tomorrow night, The Verbal Hangover. So you're really going to like that one. She'll be sending me all the information on the show, so it'll be on the event, what she'll be talking about, and everything. Tammy will be doing that one. So that's good. And then, of course, Saturday night we got Rage Nation with Mike Rage on there. He brings a good show to the network. Really good show. But so other than that, oh, did you get rid of all the doggies?
No.
Nope. How many you got?
2 puppies, and supposedly now we got their air conditioner fixed today.
On the
They can
car?
meet, yeah, they can meet his brother. They kept saying, "Oh, it's broke, it's broke. It's about $900 it's going to cost." I'm like, "No, that doesn't sound right. We put Freon in it. It just wouldn't stay very long."
Had a leak in it.
I said, "Yeah, you got a leak." And I said, we were going to take it. Guy down here, Rob, he recommended a place in Pensacola, but when it's 120 heat index,
Right.
he ended up in the hospital. Tyler did in the hospital once already, and then a couple other times we had to go get him.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, he was out pushing carts just before he got off work, and he had the heat got to him again. We had to go up there and get him, and then later on pick up his truck when it was a little bit cooler. So I said, I'm tired of this crap. I said, let's just take it down. We found a good shop down here. It's all they do is air conditioning. They've been doing it for like 40 years. Family business.
Right.
Nothing but 5-star ratings, that the guy's gotten. So I said, well, obviously he knows what he's doing.
Right.
It's really weird. You'll call up there and they'll say, yeah, you want to schedule an appointment? So yeah. And they'll say, well, drop your car off about 8:00. So we dropped it off. Of course, you had school starting, buses and everything, and traffic's kind of backed up. So it took us a little while. We got there we're only 5 minutes away on a normal day, but we left at 1:45 and we got there about 8:00.
Right.
And we're pulling in there, and as we're pulling in, all these other cars start coming in here. As everybody was dropping their car off all at the same time.
Oh, crap.
I mean, there had to have been close to 20 of them out there.
Oh,
and
my
I'm
God.
like, oh my gosh, this guy is busy as heck.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he does is fix air conditioners. Of course, you can see why. But anyway, they called back around noon and said, we got it fixed. We said, did you find the leak? And he goes, we serviced it, took care of everything. It's working. And that was all he said. So I thought, okay, that was weird. So we go in there to pick it up. I said, my son-in-law said that they showed him a picture of the leak and everything. And he goes, where was this? And I said, oh, I was back in Kansas. He goes, let me guess, they wanted to charge him a lot of money to fix something, right? And I said, yeah, $900. He goes, oh, and he goes, well, he goes, I've been doing this for 40 years. And he goes, all these cars that are out here, he goes, most of these cars coming in, and he goes, are people that tried to get, they tried to scam them. He goes, that's why they're here. And he goes, $300. He goes, I just fixed your problem. He goes, your fittings were leaking. I replaced the fittings. I don't just tighten them up. He goes, I always replace them and then I service the vehicle. We check, the pressure leaks, check for any kind of leaks. And he goes, couldn't find the leak other than those fittings. He goes, which we replace. He goes, I normally don't even tell anyone if they got leaks around their fittings because I replace them anyway. I put new ones on. It's just part of what we do. He goes, you know how I know that? I learned. He goes, I learned a long time ago. Those things can cause problems.
Well, that's good. You got it fixed.
I looked at Denise. I said, that's what I told you. I said, this guy knows what the hell he's doing. He knows from experience that's what you do. It's like, I was working at Coinstar. There were certain things I would see that I know were going to cause an issue. I just replaced the part then, took care of it. You know why? Because I'd seen it before, and it did cause me a problem down the road when I didn't have any time to fix it.
Exactly.
I said, just take care of it now. They don't have to deal with it later.
That's right. That's what we do, remodeling, fixing these rental houses and everything. I see something and go, we're here to do this. We're going to be back in a week to fix this over here and everything. They look at it and they go, yeah, you're right. So we'll go ahead and replace it. I said, that way maybe I won't be back in here for a year.
Right. Yeah, do it right the first time. But yeah, that's what I need. I need a job like yours.
Yeah. It does pretty good. We got plenty of work. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses here in Gallatin.
Damn.
That'll be those 5 houses right there will probably be 3.5, 4 months worth of work.
Oh yeah.
And one of them we got let's see. 2 of them I got to do a 75% remodel on it.
Yep.
One of them a 30% remodel on it. And the big house, I got to do 110% remodel on it. So the big house is going to take a while.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew this, but I used to buy and fix houses.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what you said. You did that for a while down there in Kansas City.
Yeah, until 2007 when it all went down the toilet. Then you couldn't give a house away.
Right.
Couldn't get anyone approved.
No.
It was horrible.
Oh, I know, but the rental business goes strong. We've got a list of people begging to get houses. So, yeah, it's a money business. But getting the fundings to get your first house and get it going and always be there ready, because with renters, you're always having to fix something.
Right.
And everything. I've got probably 14 windows. I'm waiting for the glass to be cut. They're older style windows.
Yep.
To put in. So as soon as they get cut, I got those go in 2 different houses. So it's a never ending job.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was, fast paced and it was fun.
All right.
But like I said, it could have just gotten, the reward at the end for all the hard work. That'd been nice.
Right.
That's why I'm a little reluctant to get back into it. If I did it again, we got to get this one paid off first. but then I really got to watch it after that. But I'm going to be looking for something along the beach there, which those properties, even one that's a total dump, is still expensive.
Oh, I bet. I can imagine. Anything near a beach is going to be expensive.
Well, it depends on which side. Ocean side, bay side. $100,000 difference.
Yeah.
Really?
For 2 miles, yeah.
Not even 2 miles.
Yeah.
I mean, it all it has
Some
to
of
do.
it's not even 2 mile stretch.
In like over in Navarre Beach, you've only got is a 2-lane road between the two.
Yeah, that's about it.
You know, same as Okaloosa Island, same thing. You've got a 2-lane road between the ocean and the bay.
Right.
So, but
yeah, man, if I got something, I would have to pay a lot for it, you know. I mean, I wouldn't pay all cash for the first one. I'd, do a 20% down and then just, try and knock the thing out in about a month and get it ready to sell.
Yeah, it's the other stuff that goes with it that's expensive too. You know, getting all the crap from point A to point B, painting.
Yeah, you couldn't do it. You couldn't do the work in the summer because you couldn't move.
Yeah.
Anywhere you can't. It's so crowded.
You could only work Monday through Thursday.
Oh, really?
Maybe till early Friday at around noon.
Maybe something from Labor Day to
Memorial
Day. You'd have to take
or spring break.
You couldn't do it in the summer.
It's
just too busy.
Yeah. I mean, people have bumper stickers here that say
you can't hardly get around.
I hate 98.
Really?
Yeah, there's actually bumper stickers for I hate 98.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to hate it.
We're on it for maybe a month.
I mean, we're already calling the tourist. We haven't even been here 2 months. We say, get rid of these damn tourists and just go home.
So, how many people actually go to the beach on a weekend down there? Would you say?
On a weekend, you can't find parking.
Hundreds of thousands.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're talking. I mean, every beach between Dauphin Island in Alabama to probably around to
Panama City?
No, further. I would say every beach between here and Ocean City, Maryland, or New Jersey, going all the way around.
Right.
I think the beaches changed past Panama City.
Hi, Tammy.
Hey, Tammy.
They're white there.
We're just talking about everything on here tonight.
Stefan was just telling me about
I mean, not too
there.
far past it. In between there's no population. There's a stretch there where I didn't see anything.
Yeah, that's kind of swampy.
Yeah, there's something.
Probably near where the Apalachicola River comes out. It's kind of swampy. So
Tammy's got a place that needs exploring. Where's
that? Really?
Oklahoma?
I'm willing to go.
Tell us more about it. I'm not that far away.
Well, pop her in. Our surprise guest.
Yeah, Tammy, if you want to come on the show, you got StreamYard on your phone. Pop in and tell us a little bit about this place and what needs exploring.
But sorry I was late. I got a call from work.
Oh, that's all right. Hey.
So, job for family first, then the job, and then anything that's fun gets to come in later.
Exactly. I know how that goes. But,
look at this. Even my report said, can't do it.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
So, but we've got last night's show with David was fun.
It's a place it's in Jersey.
Is that the one he was talking about before?
Okay, tell Mike to jump on.
Yeah, is that the Spy House that you're talking about?
It could be.
So
I don't know.
But we had I think we had a good show last night.
All I know is when I drove over the road, Jersey, I considered it a different country.
Yeah.
Anything up there in the Northeast was a different country. I know.
It's so different. The people are so different. It's a cutthroat.
It was, I mean, okay, so growing up there,
It's pretty cutthroat, is all I can say.
we lived
No
lived
spy
there
house.
in 67 to 72, and yeah, I was little. This is 67. I'd have been 2 years
Newark.
old.
Yeah, Newark. Yuck.
Yes,
exactly.
we got stuck in the Newark airport, and
Oh
that was
my god, I
horrible.
hated it.
And that was just the
Right.
airport.
Yeah, I told you the airport.
But
Mike's
yeah,
got StreamYard on his phone, Tammy. He can pop in. All he's got to do is pop in on the Paranormal Nation radio show.
yeah, he just has to
There.
go into StreamYard itself, and
Right.
unless he really wants us to send him a link. And
Unless he's working at his house.
But
Hey, it's nice and cool right now.
I don't know. He might be home. Yeah, I bet it's not nice and cool down there.
it
was
in
cool
Oklahoma?
this morning.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But
Oh, he
yeah,
did say it was cool there this morning.
Yeah, it's
Same
warming
way.
up. It's gonna warm up.
Yeah, it was 62 here
be
this
horrible.
morning
Yes.
at 6 o'clock.
it didn't rain here.
Yeah, it did.
so
Just a few drops.
it's going to be horrible.
Yeah, we got enough rain. Now the sun's back out.
Oh, he logged out. Oh, crap.
Ooh.
And I don't have Facebook on this computer.
I do. So I will send it.
You had to
maybe,
log out.
hopefully.
Oh, okay. You had to log out. We're going to figure that one out, Mike. You got Mike on your Facebook?
I do not, but I will send it through the Paranormal Nation radio.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can just put it on the. I know how to do that. Okay, let's do this.
Well, I was just going to send him a message through there.
Okay,
Or through Born TV. I'm sorry.
right. Okay, you do that. You look on the Billerites Network, and it'll have it, Mike. It's probably where they're at watching anyway.
Did they fill out the paperwork?
I don't know.
They called me.
I know.
Hours ago?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I gotta figure that out. I gotta get him to download another browser on his phone, so he'll have two browsers: his StreamYard and our StreamYard.
Which browser do you use?
Well, of course, on the phone he uses Google.
Yeah.
So, but I use Brave, so I'll have him do that. Good night, Nigel. Sweet dreams to you, brother.
Damn.
Nigel's
Everything's
always
gotta be slow.
Nigel's always the first one to pop on this show and share it out.
Boy,
Yeah, he must have it on his calendar.
That's kind of stocky. I'm just being a smartass.
I know, but
Let's see if I can find this.
what are you trying to find?
Oh, just trying to be Denise and do it the right way.
Mm.
Oh, here we go. Send message.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Just send message.
There you go. Got it.
Yeah, I'm in the other studio room. The other computer's hooked up on the laser engraver that I got Facebook on. I'm gonna have to switch computers around and get my light burn on this one.
Yeah, it's just with this being my work computer, not everything is. I don't save everything, so.
Right.
But
Yeah.
today's just been a really busy day for me.
Today's been
A lot of money for food again.
I know how that goes.
Yeah.
But no, it's been a crazy day fighting one of my eBay sellers. I would like to know how this happened and everything. I bought another portable laser engraver on eBay. I got a real good deal on it, right? Brand new.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Shipping address is Gallatin, Missouri. They tried shipping it to Tupelo, Oregon. So figure that out. So my laser engraver's in Oregon right now. Hey, Mike.
Hey there, Mr. Mike.
What's up, guys? What's going on?
Hey, we're just BSing around.
I was
Yeah,
late.
you guys were
So,
you guys were asking about that place over in Newark. It's not a horrible place in Newark. It's the Ironbound section. It's not that bad.
So
Yeah,
what can you tell
I
us
had-
about it?
Go ahead.
All I know is my friend got a building. They did a lot of construction because they opened up a restaurant, and he owns a hot sauce company. So he put in a all the machinery in the back and everything like that. But problems is everyone's seeing paranormal activity. And so there's this Mexican guy in a sombrero that they call Eduardo who's been really messing with him. There's been cases of bottles thrown at him. There's been they're unhooking all the vacuum lines to all the machines on the assembly line. There's been a lot of stuff going on.
Man.
You know,
Yeah, I wish that one wasn't so far away. That'd be a good one to investigate.
Is it in the historic area of downtown?
it's like the Ironbound section. It's right where I'm not exactly sure where it is. It's right where Shaquille O'Neal just built this huge building for himself. I could send you the address, but
In Newark?
Oh,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Shaquille O'Neal just built something up there.
Yeah, he built a huge building and put a penthouse at the top.
Oh,
Well, with as little as he is, I think it had to be huge. I mean, the size 13 shoe kind of says that the footprint has to be rather large.
I mean, I personally don't know why he'd want to stay in Newark, but yeah, he built this huge building, and I have no idea why.
I mean, apparently he wants to pay taxes. He wants to pay his fair share.
Oh, Jersey's getting ridiculous. We don't want to get it. Let's not talk about politics. It's paranormal.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But that's why this is not so normal, because I go on all these different roads that I'm not supposed to go.
That's right. The worst thing in Jersey that I actually came out a few years ago that I was fighting was the water runoff tax.
oh, yeah. Baltimore started that.
Baltimore has that too. They have a rainwater tax. I'm like, this is bullshit. So
It's ridiculous. Anything that tax you, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean,
But yeah, this place that this guy has is pretty cool. I mean, there's been a lot of paranormal activity since construction.
Yeah, that seems to stir it up a lot of times, they say.
yeah.
Construction.
Yeah, they did a lot of construction. I know when they brought the big vats in. Well, they got the assembly line from China, but obviously they didn't measure right, and they had to tear out the entire brick wall and hallway and everything just to get them back in the kitchen to put the assembly line together. But like I said, he said there's been activity every day.
Like I tell Ron all the time, Cockeyed Joe Construction is a franchise. It's everywhere.
Well, you know what's funny is they sent the Chinese the right measurements, but the Chinese who were making it didn't make them to the right measurements.
Right.
That don't
Imagine
surprise
that.
me.
We
Yeah.
tease all the time about, we're in a construction neighborhood, and half the houses are cockeyed. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, okay, so we got this curtain rod up here. If I put it down lower, it's a shower curtain rod right now. If I put it down lower, it sticks. But if I move it up, it will just fall. So you have to do it in the spot where it's at to get it to stay, because the windows are that crooked, at least an inch or more different.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And some of these houses over here, one of them, Ron got,
it's about 2 inches off.
It's like that.
From the top to the bottom.
Yeah, so the bottom is like this, but the top is, and you're standing there looking at it and going,
oh, you notice right away.
Listen, you think construction
straight next to it, and you can see
that
it's
in a hall going, just open hallway.
You think it's bad over there? You should come to Oklahoma. You want to see some pretty bad construction?
Oh yeah.
Oh, come to Missouri, up where I live, and everything. I've seen some stuff. I went into one house and had they said we got a leak under the sink. I opened it up and looked under there, and I shut the door real quick. Called the boss up and I said, we need everything new underneath here because this is a maze. They had pipes that shouldn't even have been in there. I went to another house. She goes, her bathtub's not draining. Well, in the bedroom behind the bathtub, there's a place where you can take off and get to your controls and everything, right? These idiots, years ago, that bathtub has hardly ever drained since they put it in. They pushed it up, and the galvanized pipe on it was sitting on a rock. They couldn't get it where they wanted, so they pounded on the pipe and crinkled the pipe.
Oh.
They smashed it. I went, oh my God, now I got to cut that out and redo all that in there. I was like, I took a picture and sent it to boss, and he went, oh my God.
Wow.
But I just framed a roof not too long ago. You know the buildings that are made out of Logix, the port insulated block?
Uh-huh.
8 inches out of square.
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
Tammy, let's go with sometime when we can do it private. I think that it would be better for you if it's private.
She can hear. She can hear you. She's packing boxes. She's doing orders right now next to me.
Well, she asked if I was in the mood to get a vibe off of her, and it's like I'm thinking that it's best that it's private. So that's my vibe right now.
She said she asked if she can message you later.
Set up a time, a day.
Yeah.
Set up a day.
Any time during the day.
Okay.
Anytime.
Yeah, she can hear you. Sorry about all the noise. She's packing peppers.
Hey, that's fine. You got a big order of peppers going out.
That's right.
That's why I was late because, like I told Carl,
I need to get my order in.
It was family first, then my job, and then anything fun. So the job called right as we were starting the show. So
our jobs never end. She packed up orders this morning. I went and worked on the house. She came and met me at the house. Then we came home. Now she's packing up orders again.
Yeah.
Well, when we're done with this, I'll go back to work. So I work way more than I should. Not as much.
I think we all
with this. I got to get back to laser engraving.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, it's all of us. It's one thing or another always.
Hey, Carl, did you sell all your stuff you brought down to the event?
I sold 80% of it.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I was one of the biggest sellers down there with Santi's stuff.
I might get me one of those and start doing some stuff.
Hey, when the show ends, I'll tell you what to get started.
All right.
But
because they got a lot of these. I guess we call them flea markets, but they're
flea markets.
Yeah, they're flea markets, but they don't call them. I forgot what they call them, but there's a lot of them around here, and they're every week.
They call them swapping shops here.
They got them on Thursdays.
As an
Fridays.
Entrepreneur, that's how you start off. You go to these flea markets and stuff, and get your name out.
But
Michael
there's literally
even tell you that.
They got hundreds and thousands of people showing up to these things.
Mm-hmm.
In a week.
Denise went to the one at a church, and she said it was packed.
Yeah.
This is the little one at a church. Is what, $10 for a booth?
Yeah, it's the same thing as Milton Thursdays. That's on Thursday evenings at 6:00.
Of course, with all the cool stuff everybody else has, I'd probably just spend all my profits on their stuff, but I don't.
Right. But yeah, the laser engraver, you can do a lot with it. I even make a lot of different things with it for the paranormal.
Yeah, I need to go and see if anyone else is doing that. That's what I need to.
I
Did
wanna-
you
you
see
don't-
anybody?
if-
Was anyone? Did you notice anyone?
I think more people were doing the cricket thing,
Cricket is one way of doing it, but
making earrings and crap.
Oh,
but yeah.
I want
Mhm.
I want a 3D printer, and he wants a laser engraver. Between the two of us, well, we could probably do something with that.
Yeah, you probably
maybe do a
can.
3D printer. I don't know.
It works out good. But
Yeah, some of the libraries.
I guess it depends
have
what we
those.
want to make.
Yeah, some of the libraries will loan you a 3D printer.
Nah.
really,
In Lewisburg, they would.
Yeah, but for what I'd use it, I couldn't do that.
I mean, it is a big
I'd have to
one.
get my own.
I
Yeah,
don't
don't even know about
Yeah, but you need all the programming and everything.
Yeah.
yeah, that's where the problem comes in.
that's
Yep.
where the
Programming.
price comes in.
So, and I'm not a programmer. I write some code, but it's mostly.
So that's what they were doing, a 3D printer, making necklaces and jewelry.
Some of them were doing that, and others were using the Cricut thing, which is basically like a laser printer, or not a laser printer, but
Yeah.
cutter. It cuts shit out.
Right.
Cricut.
But with the laser engraver, you can do more objects
Right.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Like-
that sounds better to me.
One I'm working on now. Let me grab it real quick and I'll show you, because a lot of it will be for the
Boxes,
shows
yeah.
when I get them done.
I got that at the
Custom.
dollar store.
Custom engraved boxes.
So how hot was it there today? There with you, Mike. How was the weather today?
Oh, it's nice and cool. It's still cool out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to start warming up there, isn't it? End of the week or Thursday.
End of the week, it'll go back up to like 108.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, you didn't have any?
You've had some great
I see
weather.
that. You didn't get bad weather from the
Rain.
We had a great lightning storm the other night, but that was it.
Okay, good. Because I know that there was some flooding in southern Missouri.
Yeah, we didn't get any flooding. We got a little bit of rain, but nothing big.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see if that come out right. There we go. This
Is
is
that a
on
rock?
rock. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then
know, We could probably
Yeah.
find some really nice rocks at the beach here.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
oh,
Start collecting.
says live life, one of Santiago's sayings. And that's on a regular rock.
That's kind of hard to read, though.
Well, yeah, but that was the first practice one in
Okay.
here. The rest of them will get darker. I can't show you the others because Cammy will get to see hers tomorrow night
Okay.
that I made for her show.
Okay.
But yeah, but that's the next thing. Yeah, you go to I went to Sutherland's and bought a bag for $4. It's got about 300 of these rocks in it.
Well, we were talking about
Yeah.
doing some landscaping, and there's the river pebbles,
That's it. Yeah.
and they're about this big.
Yeah.
And because I told Ron, I said I'd like to use those along the edge of our landscaping, because I think that because the rain is washing away everything. I mean,
Exactly.
And the mulch does not draw termites, but the rocks will. So it's going to have to be a mixture of the two. And so I wanted these big white river rocks.
Mm-hmm.
I really want seashells, but that isn't going to go over well. It's going to kill the grass.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that. So it's going to be rock. But
But
I just don't know when we're going to do it and how, because our other house, we never landscaped. Not really. We put that
Nah.
castle brick in there and that was it. We walked away. But, well, I picked it out. He put it in. So same with the rocks. I'll pick them out and then I can put them in if he just gets them out of the damn.
How about great white shark teeth?
Yeah.
For edging. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
You can do that. You can do bones. You can do just about anything.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump off because my Wi-Fi's in and out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we see you.
I'll
kind
talk
of
to you
feed
later,
off.
Mike, and get you set back up.
Tammy probably needs help
All right.
anyway, right?
Right.
So,
Talk to you later, brother.
yeah, we got to do something with that landscaping. But yeah, those rocks, like I said, you can find some really nice ones there at at the wholesale. You can find some really nice ones there at Lowe's or Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Well,
if
you
you
can
go
even do the paver, the 1-inch paver rocks,
to,
blocks, and everything. It will laser engraving those too. I'll show you what you have to put on it to make it even darker. Laser engraving in it.
yeah,
But
you know what? That might be neat to put everybody's names, birthdays
I could
in the yard.
I could do like Pace Patriots and the Milton Panthers. I could, do the school names and their logos.
West Florida Argonauts.
On different.
yeah. But yeah. And the one I'll tell you about after the show is portable. So if you go to an event, you can take it with you and do it right there. That's why I ordered. That's why I'm getting this one and everything to take to Paragold when I go down there. There was a lot of people selling laser engraved products down there.
Was there?
Right. But none of them had the authority to do Santis like I do. Right.
Right.
That's what sold the majority of it and our jewelry and stuff that we had there. But I got to thinking about it and I was like, I get them little pebbles and stuff. It'd be great. Put somebody's laser. It'd take me probably 45 seconds from the time I type it out in the software to the completion of it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to talk with Vanessa. Vanessa Hogel has been making.
So what do you do on that? You take a picture of it and then you download it to a computer and then to the laser?
Yeah, what you would do, say you're going to do the school logo.
Yeah.
Right, which is a color type logo more than likely. You'd take a picture of it, right? Then you get on the computer and go to image-r. Upload that picture and it will turn it to black and white. Then you go to material and it'll give you a list of what you want to put it on so that the laser will know how to laser that picture.
Right.
Then once you do that, you download that and then put it, hi Joanne, then you put it in your, I use Lightburn and everything. There's Gerbil, it's a free one. I don't like it. I like things that are easy to use. So Lightburn is a one-time fee of $60. You pay it. You can do everything in there from text to moving it around to, you can do everything with it and stuff. And then you learn how to do your cut speed on wood, on glass, on tile, on rocks. Rocks you're using about 95 to 100% power on it, but you slow it down. That way it actually chisels the rock out.
Right.
With the laser beam. So, and there's a product that you put on it, let it dry, and then when you laser it, you can wash the product off and the letters are black. So different things like that. I'm just trying a bunch of different things out with my other laser. I mean, like I said, you give me something that's a flat surface or close to flat and I'll figure out a way to laser on it.
I'm surprised you haven't done your glasses yet.
No, I have to see out of them.
Well, you can get up here at the top.
I know. I'm waiting. Saturday, I go up again to fight with the eye company up there to do another eye exam and see how bad they screwed up those glasses. Once I do get my new glasses, then I'll do some practice on my old glasses. So
have you Have you burned through all the crap we gave you yet?
Yeah.
About 25% of it. Yep.
That's good. Well, I'm glad.
Pace yourself.
I'm glad it was useful.
It very useful. It gives me ideas on different things to use and stuff.
Yeah,
Mike.
Yeah, it'll be better in the new house. Yeah.
Oh, it will
when
be.
are they moving into the new house?
Probably I think he told me in about 3 weeks.
Oh, I was going to say, I thought it was pretty soon.
It is. So, yeah, they're going to move in. They still got a lot of work to do on the house, but they'll be able to live in it. That's the important part. And get out of this one that they got and into the newer house out on the farm.
Yeah, moving's fun.
Yep. Oh, they're going to have fun. They got to move and do all that moving of their peppers and products.
Yeah, business as well. Yeah, business as well as.
Oh, yeah.
So
he's got his hands full. But
well, they're going to be full multiple times before he's done.
Right.
So remember a few weeks ago we talked about our old house being up for sale. Something that they said they dropped the price. They still haven't sold it.
What a shock!
Nobody wants an orange door in Kansas.
No.
Unless you're closer to Denver. If you're in western Kansas, it probably would go over well. But near Kansas City?
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to paint a door, but
one thing I wouldn't.
He blames Tammy.
Yeah.
Okay, he blames me.
The only thing I don't like about that house is the backyard. I would have to put the whole thing into a privacy fence for the barbecuing and parties and stuff like that.
We never did. I mean, we didn't have any animals that needed to be outside. And even with everybody coming and going, we never did. We probably should have. We may have kept kids from sneaking out at night.
Yeah.
Or people from sneaking in that I didn't know about. But, it is what
well,
it is.
Again, like I said, they might have spent the $30,000 like they took off the price of the house, which would cost to get it back where it should be. But the problem is they didn't replace a lot of the stuff that needed to be replaced, that had to be. That was on my list of that was necessary to sell the house. I would have had to upgrade the furnace. 23-year-old original furnace. AC was 12 years old and was on its last leg already.
Right.
They did
the hot water heater was the original, 23 years old.
But they did change.
I mean, that's $10,000 just in that.
The one thing I didn't like what they did, you had oak cabinets in there.
Yeah.
And they painted them white.
That's exactly all they did was paint it. I don't even think
whoever buys that house, when that paint chips off and they find out there's oak underneath they're going to be pissed.
Actually, the thing is that's one of the things that they say is out. All the bright brass that we had out, all the oak cabinets out.
It is.
But
everything is
there was nothing
inside houses now are being painted a light to a real medium light gray.
Right.
Ours are called
but the cabinets
white.
I wouldn't have touched the cabinets because there wasn't anything wrong with them. They just needed to be cleaned up.
Right.
Now, to do what they did, I would have done them right. I would have got my sander out and sanded it down, the varnish off and the stain down to some wood, and then painted it. Then you won't have the paint chip. But you're right. They're going to have that paint's just going to chip right off.
They're going to wash it and it's going to come off.
Yep. And they'll have to do it. Someone will have to do it right then.
Oh, I know.
But that's why I wasn't going to mess with it because they weren't that big a deal.
And it was a personal preference.
Yeah, that's something they wanted.
So that was one of the things that
the countertop, there wasn't no chips, nothing in
no
it.
cuts.
So
And that's
I wasn't going to change that either.
Right,
I
Joanne.
told
That back door to that deck, you couldn't see out of it. It was a shot. That was going to be $1,000, probably a couple thousand. I was going to put some double doors in it.
Right.
I was taking that sliding door crap out.
Uh-huh.
And they left that in there. And then our bedroom has got the same problem. The seals broke on it. You couldn't see anything out. But like I said, that's just stupid things. I mean, if you walk into the house, you already got a furnace, AC, hot water heater, already that old. When you walk in, you're going to have to replace it.
Right.
That's one of the things you're not going to pay that much for that house, knowing you have to replace that right away or really soon.
Yeah.
And then you walk upstairs and you say, well, I can't see this view of the lake because I can't see through the window. It's just a turnoff. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. Now, you're not even looking at the pretty brand new walls and the new carpet. You're just looking at that garbage.
But like
It
Denise
doesn't
said,
matter what you did around it.
who wants an orange door on their front door?
Nobody. Well, maybe a ding dong from Denver, but
maybe Home Depot. What a burger.
They got a good deal. They probably got a good deal on that door.
It's our door.
It's our door. They just painted
Oh,
it.
they just painted it.
Yeah.
They even took off the screen door that was on there, but kept the screen in the
when we
basement.
replaced that door, we never painted it. It was like a primer white. We just we didn't know what color to paint it. So we just left it that, the primer paint on it till we figured out what color. It wouldn't have been orange, bright orange.
Oh, well, look at it this way. It's their problem now.
That's why I did the deal we did when we did it.
Uh-huh.
I knew this could be a mess because I knew that market. When we talked to both the realtors, they both pretty much said the same thing. The market's on a decline in that area.
Right.
And if I couldn't get that house ready to sell before school started and sold, it was going to be a problem.
It was going to sit there for a year.
Yeah, it could sit there a long time.
It's 33 days on the market at this point. And they dropped it on Friday, $10,000. So, but that's the latest update on that.
But again, like I said, they don't have to find 20 buyers. They just have to find one.
That's right.
Lead. That's all they need. And that's all.
Hell, finding buyers with the interest rates out there right now.
A
little on the tough side.
Well, we lucked out on that we got locked in before it got way too high.
Well, and then they bought a couple points down too.
They did. Because of the lender that we went with and the
the home
between
Adam
the
Homes.
lender and Adams Homes, both of them did different things. The lender did things to keep us, and then Adams Homes did some things to get us locked in. But again, this house was sold twice before we bought it.
But we will say the money that we got from the other house has already been spent on this one.
And I can't say good riddance, but that does reduce the amount of interest we're paying.
Mm-hmm.
So what we paid in interest the first month, to now, it's less than half.
Half?
And now it's going to be even less than a fifth.
Try about $200
is what it is now.
It was over $1,200 the first payment. Yeah.
And the second payment was $600 and some odd. Like I said, so
see, we couldn't make a big chunk payment because of our, something to do with our bank and theirs. It would trigger if we wrote a big check. It would trigger an automatic refinance, which we didn't want any part of that. So
right.
So we had to do a little here and there. and spread it out. So we're spread it out all in the,
Yeah, and so
it's all spread out.
like manure. So the good news is that we won't be paying as much interest as they would have liked
Oh,
by
that's
the time
good.
the house is paid off.
Oh, it was nowhere near.
That's real good.
But yeah, I was just talking to somebody about that, and they were
They
like,
just
already almost paid off. And
well, they
Hey,
said
nothing
we
wrong
had,
with that.
we had to keep. The only thing they said was we had to keep the loan for at least 6 months. They didn't say I couldn't damn near pay it off in the first 2.
Right.
They never said nothing about that.
Right. Yeah, they didn't like it because they weren't making that much money off of it.
No, and they're not.
Well,
but I look at it.
there was an early payoff penalty if we paid it off in less than 6 months.
Yeah.
Right.
So we just have to keep it that long, and not a big deal. So
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get a little interest, not much, but that's just the cost of doing business. I mean, we couldn't, at the time, we couldn't say, yeah, we'll make it contingent on the sale of this house.
because we're seeing how
'Cause
that
we didn't
went.
know. We didn't know how that was going to go.
Yeah,
It
I
was
know.
a lot harder to find one here than to get rid of one there.
Yeah,
As
it's
hard as that was.
a tough market right now.
It is.
But
And
these houses here are not, they're not even selling as fast. They're still building some, but there's, I don't know,
they're slowing down.
there's 3 or 4 that are still available that are already, they're done.
One is still available from when we came back in April.
Yeah, but
It's in a
bad location.
Yeah, it backs up to the retaining pond.
It's the only one.
So, hey, April.
Hey, April.
So,
Hi, April.
but yeah, it's all good. So
Well, that's
But
good.
again-
And I'm glad you guys are happy down there.
mostly, I think. We got Tyler all sorted out with the air conditioning on his car because
Yeah.
he tried to pass out again yesterday. But they sent him outside to get carts, and he didn't realize that he had to, that he needs to take it easy for a while.
Yeah, I know what
Mhm.
Mike's going through. He got a high interest on a construction loan. That's what I had to do.
Yeah, that sucks.
It was 15% then. I don't even know what it is now.
It's probably
Probably at
22,
least that.
if not 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's short term. That's why they do it. It's
Yeah, if you get on Mike's page, you'll see a lot of pictures of the
Yeah.
house as he's remodeling. it.
basically a short term loan, which that's what it's for.
Doing a real good job out there.
So, okay, so let's try to talk some paranormal crap. here.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
Like I asked Ron earlier, are you guys getting ready to do some paranormal investigations down
I
there?
told him about our paranormal trip. We're kind of planning already.
yeah, we're planning that. We're gonna go check out.
Of course,
this,
if I'm on call on, it's be hard to do.
we're gonna go check out this cemetery.
Wow, 6.5. Wow.
But he's
We're gonna
paying
go
on
check out
3
this-
houses and 3 utilities. too.
Right. Yeah, 2 sucks.
So
That was no fun.
So we're gonna go check out that graveyard down here, but I want to wait until the heat's not so bad to where we're not steam bathing it.
You're right. You're
So-
not baking.
Yeah, and then I plan on going to the paranormal conference in Pensacola
Oh yeah,
on the 23rd.
forgot about that.
I mean, it's just right down the street, so it's not.
I
like it's
know.
huge.
Who's all going to be there?
That's a Paracon. So
The Wraith Chasers cat Hobson's going to be there.
and that's about it.
There's a few other people.
About the only ones you'll know.
You know what?
I know she was reading the list.
Well, that's fine. Denise gets to know everybody at a paranormal
She didn't even know.
convention.
She didn't know most of them.
Erica that I had on, she is the person who puts that on. So
Some have been
Will be-
guests.
checking on her. Let's see. Who
Some
else?
guests from 7 years ago.
No, that was some of the ones that were at what's his name's. Let's see who's there.
Our daughter wants to go.
Yeah, admission is $10. Kids 0 to 12 are free. Yeah, Chris Smith and Mike Calvez from Tennessee Wraith Chasers will be there. But you know what? I hate to say this, but they've had more failed shows than anybody I know.
Oh, really?
I mean, think about it. The Wraith Chasers, you know, I like them. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like them. I think that they're great guys. But if you want to talk
the
about
shows.
failure, that's them. But
they can't seem to keep one.
Yeah.
Can't keep the ratings up.
So there's going to be a
Hi, Julie.
investigation at the Seville Quarter and the Pensacola Victorian Inn. And let's see, who's going to be there? I'm trying to find the list of people that are going to be there. Can't find it. I love it when I can't find what I'm looking for.
Yeah, you know me. Paracons are not my thing.
You don't
Just a
have
bunch
to
of people walking around blowing hot air and all think they're hot stuff.
Yeah, but you
And
like
nobody
talking.
knows crap.
You like talking to them down
Hey,
there.
the Ghost Brothers are going to be there. Oh
Are
no,
they?
that's one in April, August 19th. They're going to be there. So that's this weekend.
That's what?
This
August
weekend.
19th.
Oh, that's 2017. Sorry, that's an old one. That's what are they doing with these old ones in here? So
If they don't take them down.
it's like, don't do that. Don't do that crap. Give me the real scoop and let me go.
2017. The Ghost Brothers. You can go see them. And time travel.
It doesn't give me any names on here now. So it's like, what is that? But I mean, there was a bunch of names listed. Maybe I'll find it here.
I don't know. You read them to me. I didn't. I thought I knew. I thought I would know most of them, but I hardly knew anyone.
It's like Kat was there, and
Yeah, I know Kat. She likes the Wraith Chasers, guys.
One of the things that Frank Bennett said, he goes, "I'd love to go."
He said there's no one there.
But there's no celebrities. And he won't go unless there's a celebrity.
Other than him.
Oh, really?
So he's really kind of.
I told you
and
that.
I
said
expect that.
Yeah, it's not a big.
I don't see.
It's not going to be a big crowd.
I think it'd be fun for him to come, but I don't want him to spend the money if he's not going to make any money.
You said he came to this one before.
I think he said he did because
Yeah,
his wife's family lives here.
Yeah, I thought you said he actually made a little bit of money.
So all I want to do is tell you who's going to be here at this point, accepting vendors.
She can't. That's it. Just name the top lineup.
Yeah, that's the way a lot of them, they only put that on there. Now, I like the way Scared City does theirs for Paragold down there. Yeah, they'll put their celebrities on there, but they put all the vendors that's going to be there too.
Yes, I had seen the list of vendors somewhere. So I give up. It keeps taking me back to the history, and it's like the history doesn't mean shit.
No.
So, but Lindsay was telling me about it. Lindsay, our daughter, was telling me about it. She was, "Hey, you can investigate with the Wraith Chasers," and I'm like,
it wasn't a bad price. It was
no,
like
$35,
$45 or so.
Yeah, I think she said.
Yeah,
that's not a bad price.
No,
I
I
have a
don't know
fit
how long
when
to
they
be
start
a while.
charging 75, 125, 150 to
which is what I would
investigate with,
expect, really.
Yeah, but those I kind of like.
But did it say how long? It could be only a couple hours. I don't know.
I don't know. I'll have to dig into it and find out more. But yeah, that's about a month away. So we're gonna go there on that
It
Saturday.
depends where they're going.
Seville in Seville and in the Victorian Inn down there. So I don't know. So Seville is the area where I said I saw the spirit
Yeah,
walking
downtown.
around. Yeah, we were
Yeah,
walking.
downtown.
I
downtown.
only saw him at night when we were driving back between here and Gulf Shores.
Mm-hmm.
So when we were here last year, Ron was driving, Leah was in the front, I was in the back, the kids were in the car seats. So we would be driving back, and I'd be looking out the window, and I'd see this male spirit, and I just kept seeing him every night when we drove by. Didn't matter what time it was, he was there. So I have to assume this guy got hit by a car or something, because he was dressed similar to what we wear now. And it's a bar district.
Yeah.
So it just looked like somebody who had been hit by a car. So, and there was another spirit that I had seen, but I don't know if it was just a one-time thing, because I only saw it once. So until we go back down there, I'm not going to know. But yeah, isn't that 98 as well?
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna have to do. Remember the big 2-story house where our niece lived at, where she told you, and you said describe the one out in the backyard from the colonial days.
Oh, I don't remember.
Okay,
So
where
you'll
she
have to
told you,
tell me.
right? But out in the backyard, there was a soldier dressed in colonial clothes out behind that house. Is what she said she seen, and you was talking about it. But also, the spirit that was in there tried pushing them down the stairs twice. That's the big house I got to do 110% remodel on.
Hmm.
So
You'll be there a little while.
So just
yeah, I'll be up there.
Just be firm
Oh,
with
I
the
will.
spirit in the house. You know, you can talk to me, but don't touch me. If you're going to be an asshole, I'm gonna take you out.
Which a
Well,
lot
I'm
of
just
people,
going to wait and see what they damage, because we're remodeling the whole inside of this house.
Mm.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I hadn't told the other guys or the owner or any of that yet, so I'm
Yep.
waiting to see what happens up there and their reactions.
To the fact that it's maybe haunted.
Uh-huh.
The question
Since
is
since he sold my other haunted house.
it's quite possible
Yeah.
though that the spirits went
we never
with
got
your-
to go in that one.
with your niece.
I hope so.
So just don't be surprised if you don't get anything when you're there.
Right.
If they
Well, if
went
they
with her.
did and they stuck with her, they're back out in Reno. So
Well, you know, it's just a feeling that I get that they came with her and they left with her.
okay.
So
I'll go up and check it out and see what's in there.
there's something else there though that's not malicious. So just a feeling that I have. So you let me know if
Oh, I will.
you want to know more. Maybe it'll come to me and tell me what else is there. But
Well, maybe one of these times I'll get with you and go up there and we'll get on StreamYard and do a private virtual investigation and let you see everything
like I said,
and stuff that way.
all you got to do is. I know I got random crap.
Look like a necklace or something.
You're seeing what's there. Snowman earrings.
Oh.
I'm surprised they haven't melted yet.
Yeah, you won't be able to wear them down there.
Oh yeah, well, Christmas still comes.
I know, but you'll be going, where's the snow?
No, I
Palm
won't.
tree.
No, I will
They
not.
make these machines that you can put in your backyard and shoot it, and it puts snow out everywhere if you get that bored.
No, I won't.
No,
I
April-
guarantee. I guarantee. I've told everybody. I like it when I get to go see snow.
Yeah, that's what
On
I
my
told Carl.
own.
We're going to go see it on our own.
You know, go to Vegas.
I
and
agree
look at
with
the
you.
snow.
I agree 100% with you. Like I always say, I want it to snow one day a year. That's opening a rifle season. And after I
Christmas
get
Eve.
my deer and get it processed, it can go back to 80 degrees as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
Christmas Eve. That's the only time I want snow. Or Christmas
Yeah.
morning.
Hey,
But
I've
I
done
will
a
say,
lot. I've done a lot on Christmas Eve and Christmas days in shorts.
we
It's been that warm.
growing up, we
Oh yeah.
had Easter egg hunts in a foot and a half of snow
Yep.
in New Jersey.
We've had that in Missouri too.
My dad, well, it was in April,
Mm-hmm.
and it was funny. We lived in New Jersey, and we had a 2-story house, and my dad was in charge of hiding the eggs, and he didn't do it the night before, so he just opened the window and threw them outside, and so all we had were holes everywhere in the yard. And of course,
Right.
we were little girls, so what did we have? We had Easter dresses. Do you know how bad that was to go out there hunting Easter eggs in these Easter dresses in the snow?
Uh-huh.
And it was almost a foot of snow.
Right.
But, it's what we did. And April, you always have something around you. Um, and
Julie goes, she's never seen real snow.
Yeah, I saw that.
I am so I am
You
so
come
sorry.
over here and you will.
I'm sorry that you haven't, but snow is overrated.
It is. It may
I
look pretty when you see it, but it ain't pretty when you got to be out in it working.
I am looking forward to not putting salt down for the ice.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to wiping the salt off of me on Christmas Eve when I go to the beach.
No, Denise is looking forward to the day this winter when I've got the hoodie on and everything, and I'm sitting in here in
Yeah,
this room where there's not that much heat and stuff, and they're sitting there like that. I'm gonna say, yeah,
we'll be outside going, woo.
yeah,
He wanted to do the show outside until he realized, oh my God, all you'd be seeing is the glistening of sweat off of our brow.
No, it was getting ready to rain.
And I told him, I said, I
Oh,
ain't taking my computer out.
you'll be able to see it once in a while. Go outside and do that, especially when the temperatures start going down a little bit up there.
Once we have a place I can set my computer outside, because that little table over there
Mm-hmm.
wasn't very good when we took it out there, but I could move it around wherever we wanted to. So, but yeah, so we're planning on going to that Paracon. We're planning that trip. We're only about 3.5 hours from New Orleans. There's a Paracon in New Orleans in October that I had wanted to go to in the past.
Right.
And I don't know if we're going to go or not, but I want to go do something over there in October. So I'm hoping after I go over and meet Erica that she'll have some ideas of some places where we can go here.
Right.
We still haven't the theater
Go
here.
watch live horse racing. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, you could.
At fairground.
The theater here, we could go there. They do have church there on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm going to church, I think I'd rather go to beach church at 9:00 on Navarre Beach.
There you go. Hey, that could be my type.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
didn't know.
So,
Ron goes, I'll go.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw the sign for that.
Yeah, they have church at the theater, but they also have a museum in the theater on the bottom floor. It's the County Historical or the Milton Historical Society is there. But yeah, we'll check out that graveyard probably in September. I just don't want it to be. I don't want you guys to have. I don't want you to have smell vision. If it's that damn hot and you see us sweating that bad, you're going to be imagining the smells coming.
Now, how are the mosquitoes down there?
They're horrible.
They've gotten better.
Yeah,
That's why another reason you don't want to go to that cemetery until they decide it's not going to be.
We noticed. Well, it's gotten a lot hotter in August. We noticed from July to August the mosquitoes went way down. Because even when I go walk at night, I'm not getting tore up like it was before.
Yeah, and we
I
walk
know.
almost every. Well, he walks every day. I've been walking almost every night.
Right.
It
Well,
just
we've went to the cemetery several times. Mosquitoes are mosquitoes.
Oh yeah.
But the worst ones I ran into was down there in Jonesboro on that investigation
Oh
that night.
yeah.
Oh my God!
They're
I thought they
horrible.
were going to carry us away.
They're the same in St. Louis and along that river.
along the
It's just
Mississippi. Yeah.
Mississippi.
Well, there was a lot of
Really
water standing in the grass around there, and I was
Yep.
like, "You guys got to do something about that."
When we lived in Blytheville, it was horrible. We drove
Yeah.
through. We drove through there one night with the kids coming back from New Orleans. Was it New Orleans? Yeah,
Yeah.
we coming back from Destin.
Destin.
We were
Mhm.
coming back and we stopped in Blytheville and stayed at a hotel. And the girls had left their door open because we were in two different rooms. And so the girls left their door open and they got attacked. And of course, the mosquitoes there, when we say that they are the state bird, they're that big.
They're vicious.
No.
And of course, after all the flooding and stuff, water just sits there. I mean,
Yes.
Blytheville is low. And if it's right there off of 55. So it just
Right.
runs right with the Mississippi River. So, oh yeah, there's snakes in our cemeteries here.
Oh yeah, there are rattlesnakes in ours.
Isn't there 5 different poisonous snakes in our area? And then you add in, hey, it's not too far from the river. Add in,
Yeah.
quite possible we can have a run in with a cottonmouth and
Oh yeah.
copperheads, and I think there's coral snakes here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I seen something on Facebook there today I about laughed at. Paragold was in the news down there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody had released a 4-foot alligator into the lake down there in Paragold.
okay.
Yeah.
So where we lived in Blytheville, there was a place called Big Lake.
Yep. They did the
And-
same thing. It wasn't just somebody, it was their
It was the
conservation
state.
department.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the beavers were building too many dams back there and they couldn't get rid of them. It couldn't get them under control. So they came up with the idea of, let's throw a couple alligators back there and let's take care of this problem. And then when winter hits, they'll die. Guess what happened?
They
Had a
didn't.
really mild winter. They bred. There's a lot.
And the thing is I wish I could say that we were kidding.
They were all
It
over.
was horrible there. That's where my ex-husband sunk a boat in there. That's the reason I don't swim in water I can't see my feet in. Is Big Lake. Because when he sunk that boat, I got the hell out of there and I never went back in
You had
water
to
I
take-
could see.
2 people to go fishing. One to beat the snakes and the other one to go fishing.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
The cotton
They
mouth
just hang off the trees
it was
and
horrible.
then try and drop in
Right.
your boat. So you'd have
So, yeah,
somebody
that popped
paddle
up.
knocking them.
That popped up on their news within the last 48 hours down there.
Yeah.
So they got the conservation people out there trying to locate this little alligator.
But you know what? We could barely see the alligators head in the distance, along the banks and that. You just see their heads.
Uh-huh.
Never even bothered us. But we put a dog in the boat with us. Oh, man. They were really active. They
Oh,
were
yeah.
kind of hovering around the boat. Saying,
Anything that's a
"Hey."
small animal, they.
They like dogs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's like they
It's
smell them or
ridiculous.
something.
So, how's your fire ants doing down there?
Fine.
Yeah. I
That
think we
we've-
got them under control.
we fed- We gritted them to death. Between the fire ants and the
Just need banjos.
regular, the other biting ants that we have stinging ants.
Yeah, now we got a bunch of flies
So, yeah,
in the house.
and I'm working on that. In fact, I think we're going to be going to Home Depot or Lowe's tomorrow because I'm not going to try to order something. I need it now. I can't wait.
Right. Yeah, we got some of those net deals that you hang down and put food in there and set out on our back porch. So when we open the back door, the flies all don't come in when we let the dogs out
Yeah.
and stuff. I'll tell you what, it worked fantastic. It's
We
got a
don't-
bowl in the bottom, flies get in it, and when they take off, flies fly up when they're eating, right? They
Yeah.
go up in this funnel and they can't get back down through it.
Yeah, I wish we had a fruit fly problem because I know how to solve that for that. It's this fly problem.
Right.
I've got a Zevo's got something that looks pretty interesting, but I don't want to put it in the kitchen. I want to put it in the well, it's technically a dining room, but not a dining room, or in the living room because I just need to get it away. And whatever
Right.
Lindsay has is working really good, and it's a natural. It's natural. So if the kids get it, it isn't going to hurt them.
Right. Right.
So
Exactly.
it needs to be a no-brainer.
Yeah, you got to do something like that, especially with the little ones, and you got little ones down there, and the animals and stuff, so that nothing happens to them.
And not only that, I don't want the chemicals around me either.
No,
You know,
adults don't.
and
But
we finally
I'm into chemicals every day at work. It seems like some type.
well, the chemicals that we're around at for cleaning and crap, we've been around them forever, so we don't even think about them. The ammonia and the bleach and Comet and all that crap. We don't even think about that. But when you start thinking about the kids being here. I do now. I clean more with vinegar and baking soda, not together because that ruins shit. But I clean more with vinegar than I do anything anymore. So,
I think,
and
I think
peroxide.
it was vinegar and baking soda, and you put it in aluminum foil and wrap it up real tight and throw it on the ground. It'll explode. I think that's the experiment we did in grade school.
Yeah.
We got in trouble with.
That's what makes lava in your when the kids make their little volcanoes. That's what makes the lava is the vinegar and the baking soda. So
Mint works real good
yep.
and everything. Julie says down
Tea
there.
tree oil works good. Citronella, the
But
actual
your
oil.
grits for the ants, they work real good. We got our ant problem under control finally in the kitchen.
Yep.
Because I'd go out to get a cup of coffee in the morning, and there'd be 25 ants running around there, and I'm going, we got to do something. This is getting to be bull crap and stuff. We tried everything, and then you and me was talking one night, and you said something about grits. I told Tammy about it. I said, well, I guess I'll go to the store and get grits, or do we have any? And she goes, just a second, let me check. She had a big bag of them.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I went, okay,
You
put this
better.
out. And she goes, why are we putting it out? I said, the ants will eat it. Some of them will die. Some of them will go back to the nest and die. And then the other ants eat them and die.
Yeah, the
And she
ants.
goes,
It's just like rice and the birds.
mm-hmm.
So
It works real good.
the main thing for us was we stopped killing our grass because I was using hot water, vinegar, and borax, and I killed our grass.
Oh,
And
really?
killed the ants too. Killed that whole anthill. But
Right.
it
Can't get anything to grow there.
yeah. Now I'm waiting for the centipede grass to take over and cover it up. And I hate centipede grass. It's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if you guys don't know what centipede grass is, it's the grass that just kind of grows in a zigzag line everywhere, and you spend all your time weeding or edging your damn yard because it wants to grow everywhere but in your yard.
Right.
Right now I got vines growing into our yard that are all prickly. So I got to go outside and I have to tease now. I got to go out there and cut down all the pricks.
Now they're coming off the trees and stuff and bushes back there, right?
Just ground cover.
Ground cover.
Yeah. I've already gotten rid of most of the vines that were on the trees and stuff. So it's what's growing from the people behind us. They don't do anything with that property. So, and maybe it's maybe it's the right of way.
I'm gonna
too.
clean it. Yeah, I think it is the right of way. I'm gonna clean that up back there.
Now, since that area right in there is some of the oldest parts of Florida, right, and everything, have you seen any spirits walking through the yards around the neighborhood or anything?
I haven't been looking outside really very much. In our neighborhood, I haven't seen anything that makes me want to go investigate it. Um, what's strange is that we're not out at night.
We could
Driving around. We haven't been out at night driving around at all.
we could maybe drive downtown and park and then walk. Well, we've been out on the river walk, but we're not that far from the little downtown area where the theater is and some other stuff.
Yeah,
we could walk around that area.
Maybe
now, what's the population of Milton down there?
10,000.
Oh, not a bad sized town.
No, it's double the size of Lewisburg.
Yeah, about the size of Cameron.
So, it's, I think,
Yeah,
population wise, yes. Ground cover wise, it's huge.
yeah,
Yeah.
big area.
I mean, every address. I mean, we keep saying this is Milton. This is Milton.
Just if you're traveling along 10, I mean, you'll see 4 or 5 exits for Milton.
We only have 2 zip codes, but
Yeah,
it's huge.
I mean, you drive quite a ways and you'll see Milton exit and something else, and Milton exit and Gulf Breeze and Milton exit and Navarre.
Milton. It doesn't
Milton
make any
and then
sense.
Destin, yeah, it's.
And then Pace has 25,000 people, which is right next to us.
Right.
But again, both counties, Santa Rosa and Escambia County, is got less people than Overland Park, Kansas.
Oh, really?
So, or is it Johnson County?
What's the
It's Johnson County.
What's the big employer down there?
The government.
Oh,
Lots of bases.
Yeah, Eglin is down.
Mostly Air Force.
Air Force and Navy.
Navy, yeah.
right.
Whiting is just up the road. Whiting Naval Air Station, and then we got a bunch of outlying fields. Spencer Field over here, Pensacola Navy Base.
Yeah, you're not gonna
Blue
believe.
Angels are here.
Yeah, that's right. They are.
Yeah, when I was looking at jobs over in Crestview, about 45 minutes from here,
Uh-huh.
they had an actual opening for a age mechanic. That's exactly what I did in the Air Force.
Oh, really?
Aerospace ground equipment mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it stands for.
Did you apply?
No, and the only reason I didn't is it's 45 minutes away.
Oh, that, and they wanted 15 years experience.
I'm thinking 15 years experience. You'd have to get somebody retired Air Force. And there wasn't a whole heck of a lot of us because there was a shortage when I was in. And I don't think it got much better.
Yeah, I know. When they want that much experience, you're like, where the hell are they going to find a candidate for that?
Well, that's the only way. That's the only place you could find it is
Somebody that did that
retired from
job
the
in the
Air Force.
military the entire time they were in there.
Yeah, that's exactly
it's either
what
that
it is.
or they made the job for somebody particular.
No,
There are people that they post the
They
jobs
could.
and they make it for just that person.
I mean, if I'd stayed in, yeah, I'd had 15 years
Easy.
as an age mechanic. But
Yeah, you never
Oh,
know.
I
You
know.
can still apply if you wanted to.
That's one thing I don't miss.
Drive
I
2
don't
hours a day.
miss being in the military at all. I don't miss it.
Yeah, but you know what? Being ex-military in a job on base is not bad.
Right.
You know, because I know that everybody who did that as a contractor or civilian,
Mm-hmm.
everybody I know loved it
Oh, yeah.
because they didn't have to work all the hours that the military did.
yeah,
No.
when they finally finally figured out that I wasn't staying in, they did offer the as a contractor the same job I was doing, but I had to sign a year contract for it.
Right.
But they also stated that, we worked a lot of 12-hour shifts. They said we go to 12-hour shifts. You don't have to work it. And I'm thinking, time and a half? Hell yeah, I'm working.
Yep. Plus,
I
you
didn't
make
get
more
time and a
money as
half.
a contractor than you do as a military personnel.
Oh, I could have made a lot more. In fact, if I'd worked just one day, I would have paid my rent for the month.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was.
Believe me, I seriously thought about it because I loved the job. I really did. I liked being a mechanic. I was really good at it. In fact, I ran the maintenance department. That's the hardest department to run.
Mm-hmm.
And I was only a senior airman.
Right.
I wasn't supposed to be running that department. I shouldn't know as much as I did then, but I did. It was just natural to me. I don't know. I just grew around working on cars and stuff. I don't know. To me, it's not hard, but
Yeah. Well, it's like me when I joined the service and everything, and then took the test. I passed for any job in the military I want until that last test where they did the color chart.
yeah.
And I told the guy when he says, "You can't see those numbers," and I went, "No, I'm colorblind. I told you that." He
Yeah.
goes, "Well, that takes away this job, this job, this
Oh,
job,
yeah,
this
a bunch.
job, this job." And I'm going, "Are you kidding? Okay. How about an MP?" Nope. And I went, "You're
Nope.
kidding me."
Yeah, because you have to give a description of what that person was wearing when they screwed over the married guy down the street with.
And he goes, "Well, you can't tell the difference between the green, yellow,
No.
and red light." And I said, "Bullshit, I got a driver's license. You do the
Yeah.
same test in it
Yep.
and everything." And they said, "Okay." So I got into communications, right? Radio repairman or radio operator. I get to my duty station. They don't have an opening for a radio operator.
Mm.
I went, "Okay." He goes, "No, we got a position open for a radio communications sergeant." And I went, "Yeah." "And what's that entail?" And he goes, "Working on radios and doing all that." Okay. So I walked in as a E2 into the office and walked out with E5 stripes on, right? Sergeant stripes. Didn't get paid for the sergeant stripes, but I was sergeant.
Yep.
Anyway, takes me over to the shop, unlocks the door, and here's all these radios tore apart and everything. And I went, "Oh, we got a problem." He goes, "What's that?" And I said, "I'm colorblind. All these wires, I can tell a few of the colors, but not all of them."
Right.
So they took me up to the battalion office up there and everything, and they set it up. Those guys worked for 2 or 3 days labeling every wire with tape and radios. So I
Mm.
can match up the wire to the pin and follow it
Yep.
and everything. So, yeah, I was communications sergeant. So didn't take me long to get up to an E5, but and everything to get the pay, but it was the first day at the duty station there at Fort Riley and stuff. When you walk in as an E2 and you walk out with stripes on it and you're the sergeant. Oh, and I go, "Who am I in charge of?" And he goes, "Yourself. You're the only one in there." I went, "Well, this sucks."
I got all the power. I have no power. I have the rank, but not the power.
Well, I had the power too when it came to the whole company, right?
Because it was
as
only you.
Well, not only, yeah, especially when you're in the communications department, right? When you're the communications sergeant in the Army, you're the second one under the captain. Because where the captain goes, you have to go with the radio, right?
Yep.
Or
I
as
seem to
our
recall
captain
that
would
with
say,
Raymond.
whatever he says goes. That's where that little second lieutenant found out there in California in the maneuvers out there. You don't piss off the communication sergeant. Yeah. The Marines captured him. We'll put it that way.
You know what? That happens. That happened in Gomer Pyle.
Uh-huh.
He
But
didn't get captured though.
the worst part about it was he had 5 other guys with him and stuff. And they hold him for 24 hours and came back. Oh, this guy was pissed. Oh, man. Started running me up down one side and down the other, yelling and screaming. Captain came in and says, "Is there a problem?" "Yeah, your sergeant gave us the wrong uh, communication to log in and everything to authenticate." And I went, "I didn't know who you were." Captain looked at him and said, "You might want to calm down. I've been in here for the last 8 hours having to practice writing these notes to your family that you were captured and killed." Right?
Yep.
Second lieutenant went, "Oh." And Captain reminded him what the sergeant says. Because what it was the night before, I was stringing the wires up for the communications in the camp. Oh, he wanted his done right now. I said, "You're in the line. I'll be down there." "No, I want it done right now." Well, I took my sweet ass time getting down to him, and he got pissed and chewed me out. So next day when he called in on the radio, every day they had to call in and authenticate, and I had a code for every day, right? And they had a list of them. He gave me the code, and I said, "Wrong authentication." So he couldn't call anybody on the radio after that. Oh, it was hilarious. But we did all kinds of crazy stuff like that. I had 2 staff sergeants in there that I'm surprised all of us didn't get thrown in Leavenworth and stuff. We was out at California. These 2 staff sergeants and stuff loved playing practical jokes on our commander, right?
Yep.
And stuff. Well, the commanders were all having a meeting up there, and we weren't finding anything out. So what do? They go in to the battalion commander's tent and steal one of his shirts. He's about my size, right?
Mm-hmm.
They get me all dressed up. Now I'm a full blown colonel, right? These guys even put what little hair I had and the mustache I had, they graded all up,
Yep.
right? They had me walk into this meeting.
Oh shit.
So I did. I walked in, I had a notebook type deal that closed, and I sat at the back. And I'm listening to everything, you know, and stuff. They'd even put a different name on the name tag. I get out and I start to walk out, and this other uh, colonel starts talking to me, right? So we're having a talk. He don't ask me what unit or anything I'm in. We're just having a talk. I said, "Well, I have to go." So I take off walking. Who do I run into but my captain,
Yep.
right? And I'm holding my head down, my hat down like that, walking and everything. And I look up. Well, when you're outside,
Yep.
exactly, and you're
Yep.
higher rank, he saluted me.
Yep.
I went, "Oh,
Colonel.
crap. I got to salute him back." I saluted him back. He gave me the funniest look, and I kept on walking.
Yep.
I got back to the tent, got in there, ripped that shirt off, told those guys, "Get this stuff off my face and my hair. The captain's coming in." They get it all out. That captain comes in and goes, "Okay, what's up?" And I went, "What?" He
Hmm.
goes, "That was you walking, wasn't it?" And I went, "I've been in here all night." And he goes, "I know better than that." I went, and then these 2 sergeants go, "Well, did you find out anything while you was in there?" And I went, "Oh, shit. You
Yeah.
2 guys are going to get me killed
Yep.
is what's going to happen." And they did that all the time to me.
So you're going.
And
That's what you found out is that
Yeah.
they really weren't your friends, and
oh, they were hilarious. We'd do practical jokes to the company all the time. Them 2 guys they were old timers. I bet they had 3 years left in the military, right? that they were way up there. So whenever I got my orders to go to Turkey, we got a new captain in, right? This captain was by the book, and I think he wrote the damn book,
Yep.
right? Well, he pulled in a Porsche 911, right?
Yeah.
We go in and meet him, and as soon as I met him, I went, "Oh, this ain't going to be good. This ain't going to be good. I don't like working for this guy." Mm-mm-mm-mm. So me and the two sergeants walk outside, and we're talking. And they go, "We got to get him. We got to get him good." Yeah, we jacked his Porsche up and put blocks under it where the tires were barely
Yep.
off the ground.
Yep.
Yeah. Then we went up to the barracks. Then next thing you know, we heard the car start up,
Nothing.
shut off, and the captain came walking in.
Yep.
He looked underneath of it and he said, "Whoever put the blocks under there, get them out now. Or in the next 30 minutes, the entire company is going to go on a 10-mile run." We went, "Oh, we're busted." We went and took blocks out. My days of working 3 and 4 hours a day were done.
Yep.
I had to put in a full 8 to 10 hour day after that. So,
And April, you're right. You are right.
Yeah. I think we worked a lot. We worked a lot of 12-hour shifts. I was on a SAC base, which totally different any other Air Force base. But we had what we were called. We had to be on alert. We had what we call the bug out bag. It's basically our duffel bag full of stuff, to take, like grab it and go. And we would practice, they'd sound the buzzers and that. So we'd run across, from our barracks, we'd run across the field and go to our shop, and then they'd take us down and everybody would assemble and they would assign us, you're either a passenger or you're a truck driver or something. Anyway, I was qualified to drive a bunch of different trucks. So I was a truck driver. So I would be assigned a truck. Well, when they would call these alerts, we didn't know if they were real or anything. We didn't really know what was going on. They didn't have internet or anything. So they would call an alert. We'd run across, grab our bag, go down there, everybody would assemble. Sometimes they have a bunch of trucks there and equipment and all kinds of stuff, tankers, you name it. And sometimes we'd actually hop in the truck, start it up, and everybody would, we'd all get in single file line, just hundreds of cars and trucks. And sometimes we'd drive down the flight line and turn around and call it a day. Other times they'd have us do the same thing, but we'd get in the trucks and we'd drive outside the base for a couple miles, turn around and come back. And then one time we drove all the way out to Steele, Missouri. I don't know, it was 15, 20 miles, and turned around and came back. Well, this kind of went on and on. Every few months we'd do this. And then one time, it was on a Friday, they called us down there. So we all go down there. We're like, okay, we're going through the process. Everybody's getting checked in. We get in the truck, and they said, start them up. So we start going outside the base, and we're like, oh, okay. The next thing you know, we're driving. It's like, damn, where are we going? We didn't know if we were being deployed to some other country or what. We ended up driving to Fort Campbell, Kentucky. We see the signs, and it's like when we get up there, everybody's on the radio saying, hey, we're in Fort Campbell, Kentucky. It's like, what are we doing here?
Don't worry about it.
And anyway, we all get in there and kind of get somewhat situated, and it was starting to get dark, and we're pulling all our stuff, and they said, yeah, we got meetings, and let's all get together. And anyway, we get down there, they got these huge tents set up with all these tables, They went and ordered barbecue and beer for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, man, this is one of the coolest days we ever had.
They do a lot of that.
Truck and then drive all the way up there. And then they give
do
us,
a lot.
barbecue and beer. I mean, we pigged out, drank. I mean, we had a great time.
Right.
I mean, it was all the people we saw on the flight line, pilots, you name it. It was fun.
Right.
And spent the night there in their barracks and then turned around and came back.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got about 4 minutes. So, Denise, who do you got scheduled for your show next week?
Ooh.
You'll find out when I find out.
Oh, one of those too, huh?
Yep,
Well, to be honest, I haven't really thought about much of the show, much yet. I'm easing myself back in. That's why the show was only an hour last night. Right. It'll probably be an hour next week. I'm going to go back to some of the people that couldn't be on the show before because of time restraints and see what I can come up with, or people that couldn't do the show because their house was too loud. Hopefully my house isn't too loud. So
looks like it's going to be for a while.
Well, it hasn't been so far. Pretty good. So, and if anybody has any suggestions, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. But I'm going to try to go back to some of those people that couldn't do it before because they said it was too long or whatever. But I know that David will be back on again at some point. We're going to talk about how his mystery tour goes.
That starts October 20th, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
October 20th is the little one's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So I know when Addie's birthday is off the top of my head. So, but
L.A. Marzullo?
I will find out.
Who is that?
I don't know.
But I will find out and I will ask. I mean, all they can tell me is
psychic,
right,
or medium,
but yeah, and I want to have on a couple more mediums and stuff so that Sarah and my sister Donna can find out that there's people better than Teresa Caputo. Just a thought.
That's work.
Oh, they're really hung up on
look up Blue Bodie.
Oh, that's right. You had told me about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so we will have somebody on here that most likely you guys have never heard before.
Get Rob back on.
Right.
So
He's down this way.
And down at the bottom is all our shows on the network. There. We have 2 new ones on the network. Tomorrow night is the premiere of The Verbal Hangover, Tammy Lee Rage. She'll be doing that show. Saturday night, Mike had his premiere last week, but check out Rage Nation on Saturday nights. So we got a lot of shows there. The only show, we don't have anything on Thursday nights, but we all have all the shows on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So,
and I am working on another project with Farrah Rose. I'm being one of her moderators for her show. When there's something to share, I'll share it with you guys. It's going to be Wednesday nights, so you guys can catch it in replay. So I don't want to take away from any shows that we have here, so make sure you catch it in replay. And but join me on Monday night at 7 p.m. Central for the Paranormal Pride, and be surprised right along with everybody else on who the guest is going to be. And I think you guys will have a great time.
Right. Thanks everybody for watching Paranormal Nation Radio Not So Normal. Watch it on Things Network. Watch it on the Temple of Phoenix Rising Entertainment and on Japan Paranormals. All those Facebook pages we're live on. So make sure you check them out and everything. So we will see you next week. Everybody have a good evening.